Salutations everyone, this is Razor once again giving you guys the recap and analysis of Clutch City Clash on the Melee side of things, where Mewtwo King emerged victorious, winning this tournament with the Marth and the Sheik. And just like on the Smash 4 side of things, the big story is your second place, your runner-up, who double eliminated a top player, Sfat, with the Fox, double eliminating Mango, and also had a really close set against Mewtwo King in Winners Finals, and of course lost to him in Grands. And then that brings Mango to third place with the Fox, and we also saw a bit of the Falco. And West Balls with the Falco as well, who Mango eliminated. S2J with a solid 5th place, who had a real close set against Mewtwo King, almost got the reverse 3-0. And then we have Ice with the Fox, of course, and then the Moon and Arc with Marths to top off that top 8. So start off with winners semis, Mewtwo King versus S2J. Now Mewtwo King gets a quick 3 stock on Dreamland to start things off, but S2J counterpicks to Pokemon Stadium, gives Falcon a little bit more room on the ground to move around, and not only did S2J utilize that space to set up some damaging kills, he also converted M2K off of those platforms. He got those up airs into knees, even got a reverse knee there, and got out to a strong lead. But M2K brought it back, bringing aggressive options to S2J, causing Falcon to have to react quickly in order to stay into the mix, and that really plays into Sheik's game. And Mewtwo King brought it back, got out to a 2-0 lead on the set, but then game 3, S2J gets out to an early lead again, and M2K brings it back to a final stock situation. And he kept coming back on stage, approaching with bears, and S2J caught on to that because he just kept throwing it out. Clipped him twice with falling up airs and converted to the kill to win game 3. So then we go to Fountain, and S2J brought the reverse knee again like he did in game 2, and started to play safe when he wouldn't in games 2 and 3. Baited out enough that Mewtwo King finally fell victim. So that brings us out to game 5 on Fountain of Dreams. S2J looking for that reverse 3-0, but Mewtwo King looking to finish it off. We had a lot of back and forth in the early sets. Mewtwo King then SDs at 11%, giving S2J the stock lead, but then Mewtwo King proceeded to go balls to the wall, missing absolutely nothing and covering all of Falcon's options, winning the set 3-2. On the other side, we have Mango versus Sfat in winner semis. So Mango goes Falco in this matchup. It's interesting to note because we know that last year Mango didn't like the Fox Ditto, but this year he's been playing the Ditto a lot more, at least in top 8s, and he's become a lot more successful than he was last year going with the Spacies battle. But he elected to go Falco this time against Sfat. Maybe he feels more comfortable with his Falco against Sfat's specific Fox. And he went out the gate really strong game 1, doing crazy Mango things. Game 2, Sfat counterpicks to FD, so we saw the Mango Marth again. We know that he picked up that Marth not only to go against Armada for the Peach setup, but also for Final Destination because he doesn't like the spacey fights on FD either because of the chain grabs. So Sfat wins on FD easily against Mango's Marth. Now, we've seen Mango's Marth evolve a little bit. It's very creative. He goes for a lot of high hits and goes for weird dolphin slash things that only Mango tries to do, and sometimes it does pay off. But Sfat is no stranger to the Marth, and he cleans that up real quick. Mango then goes back to Falco, and Sfat just didn't slow down, taking games 3 and 4 for the 3-1 win on winner's side. So then in winners finals, we got Mewtwo King versus Sfat. Now, what we saw from winners finals was a very interesting tale. They each won on their counter picks going into game 5, of course. Mewtwo King's Marth's edge guards these past couple tournaments have been at times absolutely immaculate. Fast, safe, and just absolutely suffocating against those Foxes. On Pokemon Stadium, which nowadays plays very much in M2 Marth's favor, was cleaned up by Sfat, with him making the comeback and picking the right options at the ledge, even if it meant beating Mewtwo King at playing his own game, which most people aren't going to have success with because M2K will just beat you with his experience playing at that sort of speed. So then we go to Yoshi's, and it all comes down to the wire. Final stock, game 5, where Mewtwo King just silly, godly Mewtwo King things, and Sfat falls 3-2. That brings us to a Mango Sfat losers finals run back for Mango, And on the run back, we see Mango go for the Fox Ditto, which I think was the right call. He's doing better in the Fox Ditto than the Spacey battle during finals, but apparently none of that really mattered to Sfat because he 3-1s him again, winning on Dreamland. Then Mango just blitzkriegs Sfat on a 3-stock game 2. But then on game 3, Sfat goes to FD. Mango sticks with the Fox Ditto instead of bringing out the Marth. Sfat makes him pay with those chain grabs into up smash that Mango didn't want to deal with in the first set. But you know, if his Marth couldn't do it, then he didn't really have much of a choice to go for the Fox Ditto. Mango then takes him to Dreamland, and Sfat just got out to a big lead, hitting those Shine Edge guards and not letting Mango put enough damage on to start staging a comeback. So Sfat double eliminates Mango. I believe only the second non-god to do that in a tournament, the first being Westballs, who Mango 3-0'd in losers. So then that brings us to another rematch, Mewtwo King versus Sfat Grand Finals. And that was pretty much all Mewtwo King. He takes game 1, which is very important in the Fox Mewtwo Marth matchup because that means you're going to have to beat Marth on FD twice, which is the tallest of orders to fill in the game when you're facing the Marth God Mewtwo King in the Fox matchup. So Mewtwo King wins on Pokemon Stadium this time on game 2, just carrying Sfat off the stage, trying to DI away. We all see what happens there. But in game 3, Sfat takes him back to Pokemon and makes a small comeback again, forcing game 4 on FD. Now we all know what happens after that, but Sfat decides not to take that uphill battle of going with the FD Marth Fox fight, and instead elects to go for the Marth Ditto. Now, while some would think that's smart because you don't have to deal with, those chain grabs off the Marth Fox matchup, you can see the reasoning behind it, but challenging the best Marth player in the world to a Marth Ditto? I don't think so. Not good on paper. Especially if you aren't a Marth player. We know it's possible, but not with Sfat's Marth. It's neither warm at this point in the tournament, nor plainly experienced enough, but Sfat wins the award for biggest balls for the tournament for going for that matchup. He does take it to the final stock, but Mewtwo King cleanly wins the tournament in Grand Finals 3-1. So congrats to Mewtwo King. He does what he needs to do, going all the way through winners, doesn't even have to face Mango. But we gotta give props to Sfat. Double eliminating Mango, also had strong convincing wins through the bracket. So Sfat, I think, is the up-and-comer in Melee. We've seen great strides from Sfat the past couple of months. S2J has been on fire since picking up that new sponsor. Shroomed, Wizrobe, and Pew Pew U are also getting better, but I think Sfat has shown the greatest chances to challenge the gods. I feel like he separated himself from the Ice, Lucky, Drugged Fox, Chillin' tier of Fox players and joined the Mango Armada Leffen tier of Foxes, or at the very least, his own tier between the two tiers of Foxes, with Lucky next behind him. We saw him have that close set against M2K at Smash and Splash, and the close set here on winner's side against him as well, and he beat Mango's Falco, Marth, and Fox. And we also saw some more great things out of Sfat at Super Smash Con, which we'll cover next.